Is it possible that McGregor and Jones would fight on the same card?
Could be.
That's
Anything is
crazy.
possible.
Dana White made an appearance on the Full Send podcast today with the Nelk Boys, and he revealed some very, very telling info about the White House card for the UFC that Donald Trump announced on the 4th of July last week. Now, honestly, I was not expecting this thing to come to fruition, but you'll see through this video that Dana White is dead serious about making this happen. He wants to blow the Sphere card out of the water. He wants to blow UFC 300 out of the water. He said biggest card ever. So let's get into it. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society.
Thing. So I was like, I got to come talk to Dana about this. Obviously, you can't tell us too much about it, but
Wait, I gotta ask this because I think we asked yesterday, or you did.
what? Yeah.
Did Trump tell you he was gonna make that announcement?
No.
So he just
No,
does
I was up at my place in Maine. And that day, we probably text 4 or 5 times that day. He never even told me that he was going to announce
He was just saying Happy 4th of July.
But we had already had, my team already went and walked the White House. We did all the logistics, and we're putting together sort of the layout for it right now, and probably going to pitch it to him in the next week or two. But
Probably going to pitch it to him in the next week or two. This very well might be another Jones Aspinall where it's done and then it doesn't happen. But he says we're working on it, and he has his head of production involved. This very well could happen, and wait till you find out just who could be on the card. This is going to be crazy.
the day that he said he wanted to do it, he put Ivanka in charge. So I worked with Ivanka and my team and got to where we are now. And now we got to go pitch the whole thing to him.
And I saw the way he said it too. He said, we're going to build the, actually, no, Dana's going to do it. Dana knows how to do it. So he kind of just put that out there and challenged you.
He's got this thing, and I think it's awesome, where he wants the American people to enjoy the White House. This is our place. It's all the history that's there. You know, he's bringing back the Easter egg hunts and, you know, things that used to happen there. And you know, he loves the sport, so he wants to do a UFC event there. And why would we say no to that?
That's crazy. This is not even a once in a lifetime event. This is a
100%.
once in a ever.
This will literally be the biggest UFC card of all time if it all comes together. I'm already picturing a card that has like a Colby Covington, Kevin Holland on the prelims, like that big of a card.
Crazy.
Ever.
So when something like this happens, I know you had the challenge of the Sphere and stuff like that, and that was kind of a new challenge. What like challenges does this bring?
Tons of challenges. First of all, I don't even know how many people can get in, not to mention the fact that Secret Service isn't going to let a lot of people come do this. Everybody's going to have background checks. So
Yeah.
Whoever actually gets to be there live, it will be such a unique, amazing experience in their lifetime to be able to go to this fight.
There's literally no way that they do a 25,000 seat arena or whatever it was, because Trump said it's going to be a full UFC fight, 25,000. It's not going to be that. It's going to be sick, but it's not going to be that. With the Sphere card, we had to watch it from home because the tickets were too expensive. Here, we're going to have to watch it from home because we ain't invited.
When the fight is going on, while the fight's happening and we're filming, one whole side of the backdrop will be the White House, and then the other side will be the Washington Monument. So it's just, it's so unique, so badass, and so once ever, like you said.
That's interesting. Yeah. That's crazy.
What are ticket prices going to be like for that event?
Well, I don't even think we'll sell tickets to that event.
Yeah, we're not getting invited to that. This is not for the regular UFC fans. This is going to be for the Kid Rock, the Elon Musk, the Nelk boys, people that are cool with Dana and Trump, pretty much. Us normies, we are not going to be within a country mile of this, all right?
Yeah, I think they'll all be
Invite only?
comped. Yeah, it'll all be comp tickets.
How many fighters reach out to you that want to fight it?
Everybody wants to fight.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Literally,
Because
everybody wants. Everybody.
how?
Yeah.
I know you can't say too much because you guys will announce it when you announce it. But
Well, here's the thing: we're still a year away.
yeah,
So the whole UFC landscape will change over the next year. We'll see where we're at, and we will absolutely, positively put on the baddest card of all time.
so this is not going to be like a normal card.
No,
all
this is
cards are
gonna-
great, but this is
No, Kyle, don't glaze like that. Kyle, do not glaze Dana like that. Not all cards are great, okay? Look at what we have this weekend. We have Taliesin Teixeira in a main event against Derek Lewis. And then we have Bon Fim getting a fight against Wonder Boy. And then it drops off a cliff from there. Don't tell me every card's great when we got Apex cards coming up in August, all right? Let's be real. They're not all great. Some of them end up being great in post, but some of them suck. Let's be real. That's a fake friend right there. That's what you guys got to know. Real ones will tell you how it is.
It's going to be
like
a super
an
card.
exceptional pay-per-view card.
Wow. Because I know, like, obviously there's been some fighters like, McGregor hasn't been in a while. I saw right when this came out, he was back in the ring. He was actually sending us voice messages saying, guys, I'm dialed. I'm ready for this and stuff. So, and I saw Jones. We don't know if he was serious. Is he not retired anymore? Is he back in
You jump back in the pool, so.
Really?
Okay, so Jones was not lying about being back in the pool. I think it's most likely that if Tom Aspinall wins his next title defense, which is probably going to be in October in Vegas, in my opinion, that they'll do Jones Aspinall on this card. But they got to give Aspinall fights, man. We can't have him sit out again for a John Jones fight. He's fought once in the last year and a half. They owe this dude some activity and some fucking bread, all right?
Yeah.
Officially.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're not going to want to miss something like this. So how sick is that for you that now you kind of got this White House event for them and it's like, I feel like this is what brings...
No matter who popped up or who didn't or whatever, we would have put on an incredible card. But the fact that literally everybody wants to fight on this card, makes it a lot more fun.
What would be the dream main event?
I have no idea.
No?
I mean, the dream main event right now would be Aspinall versus Jones.
Not only does it make sense because it's the biggest fight in the UFC to make, but also you literally have, because Tom Aspinall is the champion now, you have American John Jones challenging because he's the challenger now, the champion Tom Aspinall, who's a Brit. You have Great Britain or England against America on the 250th anniversary of America gaining their independence from Great Britain. So the storyline of that would be sick. Not only is it the biggest possible fight for the UFC to make in general, but it makes the most amount of sense as well. It's a very US versus England type of thing. Very on theme for America's birthday.
At the White House.
On any main event.
Yeah.
And how could they turn that down? That's the thing. It's like, you want to fight at the White House?
I don't know. We'll see.
Is it possible that McGregor and Jones would fight on the same card?
Could be.
That's
Anything is
crazy.
possible. I mean, anything.
He says could be. Now, this probably won't happen because that means you're forking over like 20 million to McGregor, 20 million to Aspinall, 20 million to Jones, 5 million at least, or whatever. Aspinall probably doesn't get 20 million, but at the minimum, 20 million to McGregor, 20 million to Jones. That's way outside what the UFC likes to spend. It'll probably be like the Sphere where they're just going to bite the bullet and lose money on the event to put on such a huge cultural phenomenon.
Anything's possible.
Well, this is also something, he just signed a deal with Qatar, right?
Yeah.
To have fights there. So this is something, I mean, the White House is huge, but you got so much other shit you got to deal with between now and then anyway, right?
100%. And in the sport, you never know who could be a massive star next July 4th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The landscape will change a lot in a year. So we'll see what happens as we get closer.
Now, as you can see here, John Jones has taken to Twitter to talk about this. Here we have him saying, Donald made his announcement on the morning of the 4th of July. I called the UFC headquarters that afternoon. I'll just leave it at that. America. Now that tickles my pickle. In response to someone saying most epic fight in history, he says, it would be. For me, it's about the opportunity to represent America at the White House. I don't care who I fight that night. I found my reason why. That's what I needed. Something more than money. And he also had a couple things. As of today, I was the last American champion. I was also the longest reigning champion the sport's ever seen. I was the youngest the sport's ever seen. I've beaten more champions. When kids do your homework assignments about the greatest fighter, nobody's doing homework assignments about MMA fighters, all right? And then he retweets saying that Conor and John could be on the same card, blah, blah, blah. John's obviously interested. Anything that gets him attention, he's into. So John, I actually see coming back for this, but McGregor, a whole nother thing, because he says he's dialed, but this is literally him today at a BKFC press conference.
You're welcome back, because I welcomed you back. October 11th is your date, and you'll dance for me, boy. You'll dance for the owner, and then we can talk.
That he's on coke for sure, dude. Yo, Conor's one of the funniest people alive, I swear to God.
But your date is October 11th. Michael Perry, the return of Platinum. And we've got some hell of an announcement for an opponent for you. One of the baddest men to ever grace the Ultimate Fighting Championship when it comes to bare knuckle. And he's going to throw down with you in front of me for my viewing pleasure. And
It's going to be Nate Diaz or some shit like that.
then I'll decide if you're worthy.
So that's McGregor right now. Side quest Conor at it again. But guys, we have some serious news here. I know it's all just banter for now, but Dana White's dead serious about this. They are going to pitch Trump an idea for a White House event. This would be bigger than UFC 300, bigger than the Sphere card, potentially Jones versus Aspinall and McGregor versus Chandler, or McGregor versus fill in the blank on the same card. This is sick. I'm still skeptical that it happens, but at least they're serious about it. This wasn't just like Elon versus Zuck where they talked about it and it never went anywhere. They're actually trying to make headway on this. So I'm pumped. I want to see McGregor back. I want to see Jones back. As much shit as I talk about both of them, I do want to see them fight. I do want to see the Aspinall fight for Jones. This would be huge. And I'm telling you, we got this new streaming rights deal. Dana also talked about that in this interview. It's not really that important for this video, so we won't get into that here. But Dana also talks about the new streaming partner being on a much more global scale and them having Topuria as such a big star being a big deal for that. We're going to get the biggest year in UFC history in 2026, and I'm just glad to be a fan for one, but also a part of the community with my channels. So guys, like and subscribe. Also, I just dropped a new members vlog right here. Day in the life of an MMA YouTuber. That's for channel members. So click the link down below, become a channel member, helps us grow, helps me become more and more sustainable with this channel. Really appreciate your guys' support. We've been popping off recently. So like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. UFC White House 2026. Did you like this video? Then like and subscribe down below. I also do multiple live streams per week, along with behind the scenes content and members only live streams for our channel members. So become a channel member for access to bonus content. It's only $5 per month and it greatly helps the channel's growth. I also do a podcast with my best friend Bo, and I have a non-MMA channel as well called Wyatt's World. You can check both of those out linked below.